Hello? Hey guys, Carl here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showcasing all of the skins I have unlocked for Batman Arkham Knight. Here we go. We'll start off with Batmobiles. Here is the Batmobile you start with the beginning of the game. You start off with the power winch in the front. It's actually, if you're going backwards, you can shoot backwards. The wheels have an EMP in them, but that's an upgrade. There's wheel, it moves down. Flamethrower in the back, seats in the back. If you this button, it'll switch into tank mode where the lights turn from blue to red. I think the thing moves. If you look by where you get into the Batmobile, missiles come out, and then there's the cannon. And if you didn't notice, the back side of the wheels move, and the flames go up. Next we have is the Batmobile Mark II. But for the description for the first one says, "Be the Batman." This one says, "Who needs paint?" So there's not much paint. It's kind of a weird paint job, but it has the same features. Except for I think the banners are, yeah. Instead of the banners on the other one are not red. These are red. And I think the guns are different color, but I'm not too sure. It's pretty much the same thing. Then we have the Rock City themed Batman skin. The title says variant because the front of it's pretty much all black. Actually, it's all black. And then the rest of it's just bats flying around on the back, and there's bats on the front. And if you're in the Founders Island map, the white will all turn to brown since it's mud. Here's we have is the prototype Batmobile. It says version 0.5 and the modern design. That much. It has like prototype wheels, hardly any lights besides the front, power winch in the front. The lights are now, instead of being on the edge of the wheels, it's on the top, and it looks kind of different in tank mode. It doesn't even have the fins out, but it has missiles. Next we have is the Robin themed Batmobile. This one has a red, yellow, and black version, and there's a Robin symbol on the back. On the side, both sides, and I don't think there's anything, nothing pretty much different about this one, besides the paint. Then we have the 1970s, the title for this one is Retro Ride. I think this one, the Robin theme one was called Boy Racer. It looks pretty much the same, it kind of looks like, I think I have the skin for this one. It looks kind of interesting. Give me 1 second, guys. I have to take a phone call. Be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I had to deal with something, but like I said, I think I have the skin for this one, for Batman, but I'm not too sure. Next we have is the Arkham original Batman Arkham Batmobile. And if you're wondering what the thing on the top says, if you can't read it, it says, disclaimer, this Batmobile does not support the advanced weaponry capabilities and maneuverability of the standard form. It can only be available in certain game modes. And it says the underneath the name says low mileage. It's an interesting looking Batmobile. You see this very briefly in the beginning of Arkham Asylum when you pick up your explosive gel. Other than that, it doesn't do much. I'll show you how it drives in the game when I play with it. This same disclaimer pops up every time, but this is the 1960s TV series Batmobile. Underneath it says 1960s style. As you can see, it has Batman and Robin in it. I think this is the only Batmobile skin quote that has Batman and Robin inside of it. This is the 1989 Batmobile movie. Oh, never mind, I was wrong. This one also has its counterpart. It looks interesting. It's an interesting thing. Fun fact, when they were making this movie, if you look at the movie, Vicky Vale has to take off her shoes and put them back on, because when they originally did this, it scraped the side of the Batmobile. That's why she takes off her shoes. This is from the 2008 Batman. I think it was. I don't remember if it's The Dark Knight Returns or the Batman Begins, but I know it appears in both. But it's an interesting Batmobile. I like the engine on the back of it, because that firepower looks pretty good. Next we have the BVS Batmobile from Batman v Superman. Oh, let me reread. This one says a wonderful toy, and this one says it comes in black. This is the Batmobile from BVS. It says, do you need speed? You will. One thing that worries me about it is because this one has guns in the front of it, but I don't know why you can't use them. This one you can't use, but it's interesting. This is the Joker Mobile. I think this is the only one you cannot use, per se, because you get rid of the Joker, so there's no point. But if I activate his cannon mode, interesting thing about this one is his hands are there, his feet are back here, but the funny thing is, if you can see, there's a tongue there, and if you change it, the tongue licks its teeth when it changes. And if you look at the cannon on this one, the firing mechanism is actually his flower that he wears on his suit. So you actually can't select this one. The other ones you can select, like, that's active though. When I go in the game, this one. But when I go into the game, these all pretty much work the same as this one. So we'll look at this one first. For skins, you start off with this one. This is the game you start off at the beginning before you get your new suit. It's kind of Arkham City style-ish. But this is Batsuit version 7.34. This is post Arkham City. Kind of looks like Arkham City one. This one is Batsuit version 8.3, a new suit for new enemies. This is not how it looks this is not how it looks when you first get it. If I zoom, how do you zoom? If I zoom in, that was his face, but there's a bullet hole in it. There's dirt in it. There's another bullet hole, I think right there. There's a couple bullet holes in it. Some dirt in it. There's scuff marks and holes in the cape. Not supposed to be looking at his butt, but his cape was moving. I was trying to get the holes in the cape or whatever. You're probably wondering there's some blood there. What else? Oh, there's a spot missing right there. I think that's about it. If you're wondering what he's holding, I think that's his grapple hook, but I'm not too sure. Here's version 8. Batsuit version 8.3. This is the pristine edition, resistant to wear and tear. So this is pretty much what it looks like. This will not take any damage. You get into a fight, it will not be destroyed no matter what. One time you'll see a different version is if you're playing the New Game Plus version of the game and you wearing this version, you'll convert to the 8.3 version of the Batsuit. On to the next one, we have the pristine. This is Batsuit version 8.5 pristine edition. For those who give 240%, is when you get the DLC. When you complete the DLC of what's the name of that DLC? What's the name of it? Give me a second. I have to think of it. It's the one that has Killer Croc, Ra's al Ghul, Mr. Freeze, and there's one more. Just can't think of his name. Mad Hatter. So pretty much has everyone from the other games that wasn't in them. So Ra's al Ghul, Mr. Freeze, and Mad Hatter were in Arkham City, and the Killer Croc was in Arkham City, but it was also in Arkham Asylum. So that's a fun fact there. Now we're on. Oh, you can look at the suit. If you can't tell the difference between this one, you look at it. Between this version and this version is that the bat symbol is different. I think that's the only thing, and then the way he's positioned is the only thing that's different. The bat symbol is now just yellow. On to Skins You DLC. This is the first DLC. This is from when the New 52 started back in 2011. This one is called, this is Comfortable Fashion. As you can see, it has the shoulder guards that he's so famously having, yellow tool belt, a utility belt, and the cape. There's one thing that's weird is that I don't get what the lines are for. And now this is, if you saw it a second ago on the 89 Batman movie, the Batmobile, he's standing next to it, but now you get a better look. Funny fact, when they made the Batman 89 film, they didn't have the rights to this symbol, so they had to add something to it to make it their own. Now we have Batman Noel skin. This is his, I call it the Christmas skin. Yeah, I think it's funny. It's a Christmas skin. So another one like the other one. This is a kind of a weird skin. It's an interesting one. It has a lot of patches in it. Some of them you get. This is Batman Inc. This is skin. This is when he goes global. Batman all over the world. Now this is when I was saying to the Batmobile skin. This is the same skin. It's kind of the same skin. It's the same origin skin. This is when he's in Arkham Origins, the game that came before this one. So it's an interesting design. One to notice is the gauntlets are bigger. Now we have the iconic gray and black skin, Hail to the Crown. This one has a normal bat symbol, underwear on the outside, normal looking tool belt, a utility belt, black boots, and a gray cape. Now you're going to look at a funny looking skin. We're going to look at the first appearance Batsuit, 1963 style. This one has a very small Batsuit, a bat symbol, interesting looking tool belt, interesting cowl, and purple gloves. That's the most interesting thing about this costume, is the purple gloves. That's the most interesting thing, is the purple gloves. Next we have is the 2016 Batman v Superman Batman skin. New threads. This skin is very, well, the movie was kind of based off of the Dark Knight Returns skin. As you can see, the scoot has some scratches in it. Even the symbol is from that movie. I mean, the comic, not the movie. Now we have the original Arkham skin, and this is from Arkham City. No, Asylum. It's interesting. Ears are kind of pointy though. Some people just don't like his pointy ears. If you're here in the comments, please say hello so I know that you're here. Now we have Batman Beyond skin, but let me preface by saying it's the Arkham Knighted Out version. This is not the actual version. See, interesting thing, he actually still get affected by the gas, even though I thought it was weird. I was wearing this skin, and the mask covers his face, but then I realized it'd go through the suit, so I kind of thought I was... You're probably wondering, where's his cape? I'll show you this one, because this one has an interesting thing. If you don't know what happens to his cape. This one is the Dark Knight Returns suit I was mentioning a second ago. If you look at the symbol, it's kind of like this one up here. It's pretty much the exact same symbol. It's copied almost exactly. Here is the 2008 movie Batman skin. I think this is from Christopher Nolan's trilogy. Funny enough, I like this one. It says not wearing hockey pads. Let me go back and this one says it still fits. This one says 2039 style, where it begins, new threads, and then I think I just said that one. It's like hard to load back up. I thought this was interesting since people say he's not wearing hockey pads. On to the anime version. You get this skin if you have an account with WB Plays. Then you sign onto their forums. You get 2 skins. You just sign in, you get this one. This one is his anime skin, not the one from Batman Ninja, but kind of like it-ish. It's an interesting design. I thought for a second it looked like he had a unicorn. Now this is the skin you got. This is the Zoo and R Batman skin. This one says backup personality with caution. He has stitches in his pants. I think he has purple underwear. I thought that's funny. Purple gloves, red suit, yellow sleeves, yellow purple head. Surprisingly, the cape's purple or black, I can't tell. And bat symbol, and then a yellow oval behind the bat symbol, and purple boots. It's interesting. Now we're going on to Robins. This is Robin that you have in the game. You briefly see him in Arkham City, but he has his cowl, has his hood up, so you don't know. We don't even know if he's bald or not. I don't think he's bald, but this one he's bald. This one says Batman Psychic, aka Tim Drake. This one is the New 52. This one says the new and original. It's an interesting one. He has his hair. He has a black cape, but the yellow inside of the cape. He has a staff, green, the R logo, and pretty much green pants. Now we're going to the classic TV series Robin skin. You saw this one when we were looking at the 1966 Batmobile. He's technically not wearing pants, because that's very small pants. Red shirt, and a cape, and a mask. And he has a staff. This one is a 1 year later Robin skin, older and wiser. This one kind of reminds me of the Batman the Animated Series. No, Batman the New Batman Adventures TV show. This, because I like that skin. It was interesting. In the show, too. Now, this was original Tim Drake skin. Boy Wonder, and it kind of reminds me if you combine the New 52 and the oh, what's his, the origin, and this one year later skin. Now we're going on to Selena Kyle. If you don't know anything about Arkham Knight, you play as Selena Kyle too. So you get this one. You get Catwoman, Master Thief, aka Selena Kyle. Some people like to do, she has her mask. People either like to do this, or spin around, or this. But they do it with a different character for this one. But yeah, as you can see, she has a zipper. Nope, sorry, I jumped around. Now we have classic TV series Catwoman. This is the one that's from from the 1966 TV show. Hers just says meow. Oh wait, let me show you this one. It's pretty much this. It just has a mask, a dial, and I think a purple suit. I think it's purple. I can't tell on here. Then we have the 1990s Catwoman. I like hers. It says perfect. She's wearing a purple, mostly purple suit, green, black arms and boots, and a cowl with a ponytail coming out. I thought it was interesting. Now we're going on to Nightwing. You have to play as Nightwing in this game, too. Nightwing is the crime fighter from Bloodhaven crime fighter, aka Batman's first sidekick, Robin, the original. This is the default one. He has a blue a blue and a mask. Now we go on to New 52 Robin, Bloodhaven Red, where they change his mask and he's no longer wearing blue, he's wearing red. Even though now his sticks make no sense to me. And then we have original Arkham Nightwing, which pretty much looks like they took the mask from the New 52 and just changed his suit and add some buttons to it. Now the next two characters, as you can see, I have downloaded what's the DLC called? Red Hood, the Red Hood story pack. So I got Red Hood as a character to play with. So you get Red Hood, former vigilante, and former Robin, aka Jason Todd. This one's interesting. If you don't, spoilers for Arkham Knight, even though it's an old game. It's like a 3 or 4 year old game, depending on when you're watching this. But that mask is technically he's the Arkham Knight, as you wasn't paying attention from a second ago. But I like this design because it has the hood as it. It has his symbol. I think he has Batman's symbol. That's his symbol. Funny enough, there's an Easter egg of him in the game, and I'll show you it in the game. Then we have Arkham Knight. If you look at his cowl, sorry, coughing. The back of his head, that's where the Red Hood. If you take that off, that's pretty much the Red Hood thing. Now we're going on to character showcase. First character you have is Aaron Cash, GCPD headquarters and operating chief. He's pretty much the Jim Gordon kind of this game. And nope, other way. He has a hook for a hand, which I didn't realize till now, and I think that's a machine gun in his hand too. I'm not too sure. Now we have Ace Chemicals workers. Employees of Ace Chemicals. You save 2 of them, and then the rest of them are dead. When you explore Ace Chemicals, stopping Scarecrow, and then you blow up the factory. Albert King, Joker infected and former champion boxer, aka the Gotham Goliath. He is one of the people infected with the Joker's blood. If you didn't know Arkham City, he sent out his blood everywhere, which was a bunch of fun for us. Even though there's something that doesn't technically make sense in the game, but I'll explain that in a second. Now we have Alfred Pennyworth, employee of Wayne's estate and butler to Bruce Wayne. You see him a lot because you make video calls on your gauntlet. Arkham Knight, leader of the occupying militia forces. You technically see him twice since he's over here. I think it's pretty much the same idle animation. Let me actually go back. I'm gonna see if it's the same idle animation for a second. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the exact same. Yep, it's pretty much the same. Now we have Red Hood, the vigilante and secret identity of Jason Todd. You see him at the sorry, talking a lot. Give me a second. Okay. You see him briefly at the end of the game when you're captured by Scarecrow. Spoilers for the ending, though. When you give in to Scarecrow and save Jim and Tim, he, after you fight yourself in your head, he shoots one of your guards because Scarecrow brings you into Arkham Asylum. You grab Scarecrow and you see him in this form. He sprays his mark symbol on his chest and has two guns. I don't think he can do anything. Oh, I forgot you can change the font. So like this is black and white. Black and white, Red Hood. We have Militia, Arkham City's comping force. You fight a lot of these, and I think that guy's a medic, but I'm not too sure. But there's a lot of these. And there's the combat specialists, highly trained. They're the ninja characters, which in the new game plus they are annoying as all freaking hell to deal with during the Azrael challenges. Arkham Knight Special Guard, combat armor. They have reflection armor, so they can't see you in your detective mode, unless you have an upgrade on your disruptor, which allows you to see them. Then we have Minigunner, Militia's heavy weapons unit. They carry machine guns, so you have to punch them a lot, dodge them when they hit you with their minigun, and then knock them out. Then we have Militia's brute combat experts. This guy, they have, I think, changing weapons, but they don't show them, which kind of sucks. But I think they have swords, electric fists, a shield. Then they can do a combination of other. I think they can do either shield and sword too, but I'm not too sure. And they take a lot of punches. Sorry, I actually reset. Now we have militia I know there's a lot of militia people. Militia checkpoint commanders. You have to take, after you take all of them out, you have to find this guy, take out his machine on his side of him, and break that, and his checkpoint goes away. Adriel, protector of the Order of San Dumas. You meet him in one of the side missions called Herald to the Cowl. And there's two endings for him. Either A, you throw him in jail, or the rest of your villains, or you let him go and you figure out his past. Unmasked Batman. The Dark Knight's true identity has been revealed as Batman, as Bruce Wayne, I mean. So he pretty much is just the same suit, except for it's not damaged and he's just holding his cowl. Cult members, this is when you have to deal with the Lady of Gotham mission with Jack Ryder. It's one mission, you beat up a bunch of guys, defeat the guy, and put him in jail. Put him in the lockup. It's not the most interesting thing. Deacon Blackfire, cult leader and religious zealot. He's trying to kill Jack Ryder. He's the guy I just mentioned. Then we have Kristen Bell's Joker infected and former exclusive of Queen Industries. If you recognize Queen Industries from the Arrow TV show, this is Oliver Queen's company. She's from Oliver Queen's company in Gotham City. Civilian, they're just a bunch of civilians in Gotham. They are just heading around. Demons, that's when you're hallucinating in the beginning of the game when you get the fear toxin when you're the cop. That's what you see. Oh crap, sorry. I did that by accident. Made that mistake. Okay, where are they? Then we have the family, rich citizens. Well, at the end of the game, they try to remake Batman's murder, but you see a demon Batman. I don't even know if it's canon or not. Armed police, tactical unit. So, just police officers. They're kind of sitting in the same formation as these guys. I think it's these. Yeah, they're sitting in the same... Dang, they did it again. Same formation as the other guys. Let's go back to the police. Oh. So now we have police officers, members of Gotham City's police department. You throw one guy in jail, but that doesn't matter. Then we've got Deathstroke, former premier assassin, aka Slade Wilson. This is... You fight him technically twice. He's in Arkham Origins, and you fight him here, but his fight's pretty much a glorified kind of a lamer version of the Arkham Knight fight. Now we have Dollatrons. Dollatrons are the people that the Professor Peak makes, making them perfect so they won't feel no pain. Firefly, pyromaniac and arsonist, aka Garfield Lennons. Has fire, and you fight him in 3 firehouses in all 3 islands. One island, I think it goes from Miyagani to Bleak to Founders Island, and then you fly him to GZPA. Not hard. Firefighters. Another mission is you have to save firefighters, which is kind of fun. And you find out that this guy... No. This guy kind of caused them not being kidnapped, but he caused the fires that you fight with Firefly. So he's in jail with Firefly. Jim Gordon, he shoots his revolver right there, shot Batman in the chest, as you saw before. Now, here's what I said about before, when people like to do the cleavage thing with Catwoman that I did a second ago. I like to do it with this character, Harley Quinn, former comment of the Joker, aka Dr. Harley Quinzel. They like to do this with her. You also do this. There's a motion she's about to do in this. See, there, she does that too. Funny enough, one comment I've heard a lot of is they didn't allow them to go up and down, which is kind of a good thing, since if you do this with Harley Quinn, you could look up her skirt, which most people our generation would do that. Next we have is a thug. Well, Joker, Harley's thugs, I should say, because it just labeled thug, but they're Harley's. Now, this is what I meant by knives. That guy has knives on his wrists, and that guy has electricity on his hands. To get rid of that electricity, you have to zap him with electricity, with the R&C that's in GCPD. Next we have is Minigun Brutes, more Harley's men. Then we have Henry Adams, infected Joker and mastermind of the McLean Academy. He is the guy we think is cured of the Joker, but he's not. He's just weird looking. His teeth are red. I think there's actual blood on his shirt. I think he ate someone. To get that out of your head, we're gonna do this one more time. Just because I like you guys. On to next, we have Hush, adversary Bruce Wayne, aka Thomas Elliott. You fight him after, I think, one event in the game, you find out Lucius is missing, you go to Wayne Tower, you defeat him. It's not a very, you play as Hush for a second, you go and you try to use the facial eye things, and you have Lucius come over, hit Lucius in the head, and have the lasers and throw him aside, and transfer money from technically your account to Thomas Elliott's account. Then you go in as Batman. You talk to the girl, saying that Bruce Wayne's gone crazy. Go in, you take off your cowl. Yeah, I'm really over-explaining the stupid mission. Yeah, you see him for a second. You either have to. There are two things. If you go too early, he'll shoot Lucius. That's hard to say, and you'll get a cutscene about him dying. or you get the other cutscene where he shoots you if you're too late, and you get another cutscene. If you get it, you punch the gun. Lucius punches him. No, he hits him with glass. He says, "Ah, my face!" And you pick him up and smash him into your desk. But he's not that interesting anyways. Jack Ryder, journalist and former talk show host. He is kind of a mean guy, and you meet him in GCPD. Jason Todd. Technically, this one's not right. It says deceased former Robin, but he's not dead. And he's actually moving. He has barbed wire. He's in a chair. Wheelchair, actually. Whatever. Now we have Johnny Charisma. Affected in Joker and in Nartanraki, Johnny Braza. He's a singer. You fight him. Technically, you listen to the Joker sing, and then you... Sorry. You play as Robin, and you just disable all his bombs, get behind him, disable his vest, and then you knock him out. But actually, you never hear him sing, you hear the Joker sing. Speaking of Joker. Arch enemy of the... Batman's arch enemy. Which is weird, he's on a set of a TV show, and he's... I never actually looked at this one. He has cameras everywhere. I never looked at this character. Then we have Sick Joker, infected with a Titan overdose. Which I think it's this guy that terrorizes you throughout the game, but I'm not too sure. Then we have Young Joker, the Clown Prince of Crime. He's the guy you see briefly at the end of the, during the Barbara Gordon scene, when he shoots her. Lucius Fox, CEO of Wayne Enterprises. The thing in his hand is the Disruptor that you get from Nightwing later in the game. Man Bat, formerly Kurt Connor. No, not Kurt Connor, that's the Lizard. Dr. Kurt Langstrom. He's an interesting guy. Speaking of Kurt Langstrom, he's an interesting guy. Kind of weird too, but... Primate. Stag Enterprises subject. They're wearing funny things. They have a brown one, two black ones, and a white one. Oracle, Batman Psychic, aka Barbara Gordon. She's in a wheelchair, because that's what I told you a second ago about her. And I don't think you can see. She has an off-brand of Beats. I'm trying to see if I can see her phone. I think it's just a bad phone, but whatever. Paramedic. I think you see one of him, a couple of him. It just says members of Gotham City's emergency services. Penguin. Gotham crime lord, aka Oswald Cobblepot. You defeat him with Nightwing, destroying all his caches. Penguin thugs. Recruits of the Gotham criminal underworld. Then Penguin brutes. Then we got Poison Ivy, which she helps you at the end of the game. One thing that people say is, why is she not wearing any pants or clothes? She's pretty much wearing nothing but green vines, technically, and I think an Arkham City shirt, but I'm not too sure what nope, just a red shirt. But I'm not... Well, she was wearing an Arkham City shirt in Arkham City, though. Next we have is Professor Pig. I mentioned him a second ago. He's a circus boss and former AK as well. You fight him after you find all of his victims. He's wearing a pig mask, that's why they call him Professor Pig. Reporters. You see some of them at the end of the game when you go activate Nightfall Protocol. The Riddler, evil genius, aka Edward Nygma. He's an interesting guy. People like to call him the racetrack guy because he made a lot of racetracks in this stupid game. And Key Guy. Then we have Riddler's mech. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Riddler's mech. This guy is interesting. You fight him after you have to use one character to defeat him. The green one means everyone can defeat him. Blue means Batman. Red means Catwoman. Speaking of Riddler bots. There are different colors. I think one of them's holding a Riddler trophy. And he gets mad when you have to use you can use his robots. If you destroy him, Batman picks up his chips for those see Gotham burn. You just fight a bunch of them when you're flying around the city or you're walking. Scarecrow, supervillain and mastermind of fear. Master of Fear, aka Dr. Jonathan Crane. You inject him with his needle at the end of the game. He's nothing special. Simon Stagg, CEO of Stagg Enterprises. He helps Scarecrow, then he turns his back on Scarecrow, then he says he'll help Scarecrow, and then he goes away, and then he gets thrown in jail. The Sea Scientists. They kill his scientists. Wait. That guy kind of looks like a different guy, but whatever. Two-Face, supervillain and former district attorney Harvey Dent. Technically, people like to say his name makes no sense since he's just one person who has one face burnt off, half his face burnt off, but whatever. Two-Face thugs, they help him rob banks. Vicky Vale, you see her once, I think once or twice. I think the way you get her is when you do her, there's a Riddler challenge, Riddle or something, where you have to scan her billboard and yada yada. Whatever. You see her once, and there's actually voice messages from her. And the waitress. Employee of Paula's Diner. Now, technically, this is where yours would end. I'm gonna find out what that's called. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find out what that stupid thing is called. Downloadable content. Give me 1 second. I want to know what that's called. Season of Infancy. That's what it's called. So, if you didn't download the Season of Infancy, you would not have any of these skins. The last skins I have. You would not have Killer Croc. Which you see him briefly at the end of the game when the Joker is kidnapped. You see him briefly, but after that you no longer see Killer Croc. Iron Heights Guards, which the Warden is part of. He is a bad guy. Prisoners. They also go to jail too in the game. Mad Hatter. He's a master of mind control, aka Jarvis Ketch. Not the same Jarvis from Marvel. Is just a guy named Jarvis, and his name is spelled differently, as you can see. Mr. Freeze, genetic scientist, husband of Nora Freeze. No, Nora Fries, I should say. He looks different in this one than he did in the other one. Nora Fries. Terminally ill wife of Mr. Freeze. Ra's al Ghul, leader of the League of Assassins. You can either save him or kill him if you get this DLC, because if you can look at the beginning of his chest, he gets stabbed in the heart and you never see him again at the end of Arkham City. Natasha something. I don't know how to spell it because I don't speak Russian. I even talk Russian. Leader of the League of Assassins Rebels faction. That's hard to say. Loyalist Assassin. Ra's al Ghul's faithful warriors. Rebel Assassins League of Assassins Rebels. Oh no, we're not done yet. We have vehicle showcases. You can't play with any of these, but you can see these. We have Batpod, aerial supply, delivers. Don't think you can any of these open. Never mind, these open. This has the I don't know what suit. It has a suit inside of it. It has a suit. I don't know. Remember what. Batwing, Arsenal, and recommended aircraft. You see it a couple times if you're looking around when he's doing scans for the city. It's flying around. Normally, you hardly ever see the bottom of it, so or the back of it. You hardly ever see it at all. Serpent drone, militia's drones. You can shoot its minigun out, and if you get in the way of its red light, if it's disrupted, it'll explode, and the guy will say something, like always. Militia APC, transport of the militia senior commanders. This is a mission for them. There is a mission with this stupid thing. Which technically is not fun to deal with, but it's an interesting mission. You just drive around, shoot him, shoot all the guys.
Let me see a Cobra tank.
Give me a second, I gotta go through them all. Arkham Knight's gunship. Automated attack thing, you see this briefly in the game. Cloudburst tank. Arkham Knight's assault vehicle. Like I said, this is the tank he uses in the Cloudburst tank. Excavator. Excavator is the thing when Arkham Knight's trying to run you over. Now, George something, sorry I can't say your name. Here is your Cobra tank. I didn't know it fired when you access its camera. Is there any other requests? Next we have is the armored vehicle transport. You destroy these a lot when you're looking after these vehicles right here. Lay PCs. Rattler drone. You fight a lot of these. It's just a normal tank. Easy to destroy. Diamondback drone. This shoots three targets at once. If I remember correctly, but I am not too sure about that. Twin Rattler drone. Fireball tank heavy fire support tank. It's like this one, but with two cannons instead of one. Next we have is a Mamba drone. Mobile missile transformer. It shoots missiles and you use the minigun to destroy the missiles. Biava security drone. You can remote controlled security drone. You can actually take control of it and blow up or zap people. Python drone. Python drone. It's a missile firing one. It shoots missiles from the top and from the sides. Let's see if it'll fire. If I push this button, yep, it shoots his missiles. Next we have is the Dragon. Rapid assault aircraft. I think there's a couple of these flying around Stag's airship that you can destroy. Militia radar used to track the Batmobile. You use these when you want to get on the Founder's Island. You destroy these. Relay drone. Oopsie. Where's the no, I didn't. Relay drone, data transfer thing. You fight this, you take apart it apart and you can blind the drones. Hell's Gate refugio trucks. These are what Two-Face's men uses to get into the bank. North refrigeration trucks. Penguin's weapon transport. GCPD cop car. They're not very pretty because a couple of them have been painted on. Police helicopter. They always shouting that there's a riot in progress. If they see you, they will actually say it. School bus. Transporting civilians. That's what the school buses are for. Well, that's not what they're normally used for, but SWAT van. There's actually a couple of those in GCPD, and you can actually destroy them. And then taxis, stolen and used by riders during the occupation. Now, like I promised, I will show you the Batmobiles that are not normally used in the game. We'll start with the ARKHAM Origins game, the skin. We're going to use the new game, the continue the game, the original version. And I'll ask again, does anybody want a specific Batman skin or Batmobile skin to be shown right now? Leave it in the comments. Okay. Yeah, I'm wearing the gold suit, like me. So, there's the Batmobile. Like I said, it's kind of interesting. To get into it, the car thing slides open and there we go. What I like to do is I like to switch the game controls to toggle mode on, so that now both triggers are now driving buttons. So it's probably wondering why it's going to when I really did the original game. I did Mr. Freeze's mission in half, and it's this one. I think I glitched the game.
He's on our tail! Outrun that thing! Come on, close it!
So, nothing that special about this one. It's just what you see as very briefly at the end of the game.
Just go!
At the beginning of the time. I'm gonna try to do it.
I'm going!
You can actually eject on it. Like you can do in the normal game.
These streets all to ourselves.
But let's go to the next one. On to the next one. As I wait for the okay, there we go. Next one is the 66 Batmobile. Selected. Now we're gonna try the new Game Plus mode. Since we're just gonna be driving Batmobile around, it doesn't matter. Wait for it to load, since it always takes a second to load.
¿Tiene servicio a la habitación? ¿Tiene servicio a la habitación?
Welcome to the Comics Experiment. Yes. Right here on the Comic Story main channel. Brought to you early on our Patreon. Patreon.com/comicstorian. Where we bring you early access to the Comics Experiment, and we also bring you additional podcasts such as the Conspiracy Cast.
Okay, so probably wondering where am I
I've had
now?
it with the crap that happens in this town. It's time we went after the people responsible. Two-Face? No, Batman. I like a riot as much as the next guy, but it's his job to stop stuff like this from getting out of hand.
So, where is the Batmobile? Ah, there it is. Sorry, I couldn't find it. There, it's new. It's still in here. Let's get in the back. So, it looks like the room got through. Let's get inside. Actually, he doesn't work on the door. So, it's interesting. You can were, but this is with the normal battle. I have the control changed so I can drive normally, so I don't confuse myself even more than I already am confused with the controls. So it has its fire boost in the back, and run into things. Let's take out some zombies. That makes no sense if there's no missile. The next one we're going to use is the
But Penguin hates Two-Face, man. He used to round up Harvey's guys and make them play umbrella stand. What's that? They had to stand perfectly still, right? With Penguin's umbrella hanging out of their mouth. And if they dropped the umbrella, he'd use it to beat them to death.
Okay. So now we're going to go to my other game file, because I like playing this game. And we're going to use the last two Batmobiles, 2 or 3 Batmobiles that are left. I'm going to go here, because this is on normal. I have not completed this version of the game. And I can use these since I've completed the main story. So next we're going to use is this one, the 89 Batmobile in the racetrack. So technically, yes, you're going to get a sneak preview to Riddler challenges for what I've got left. And here's a sneak preview. There's the Mad Hatter. Yes, you see I have 56 Wayne points because I'm seeing how many I can collect. So now we have to go over here to the Riddler challenge. Okay, use the other.
Can't believe everyone's running scared. Gotham really went soft without Joker.
What the? It's the Bat! He's tailing us!
Put your foot down! Go!
So, this is not a race, but I have to do this anyway to get to another race, so you get to do the intro to physics.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting. So when you're done modeling the new suit, shall we find out what's behind door number 2? Come on, Batman. This collar isn't coming off by itself. Unless it explodes. I've been stuck here for hours, Batman. Let's see what he wants. So when you're done modeling the new suit, shall we find out what's behind door number 2?
I guess we shall find out what's behind door number 2. Oh, this should...
Greetings to my costumed contestants. Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
What you have to do in this challenge is you have to stand... Batman has to stand here. I don't know which character I'm Batman. I'm Batman. So you have to get over here, get on these pressure things. Like, since now that one, the balls go way over here.
Move over, would you?
The counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt.
so that the electricity will go through there into that one. Catwoman gets, no, Batman needs to get off. Catwoman needs to get right there. Open that up. Batman, you get over here. So the electricity thing gets there. There we go. See. As soon as the ball gets through, gotta get back over here. And then the Catwoman will go over there. So the electricity will get into there, and we can leave. But we're not done yet. Not even.
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
No.
Goodness, you figured it out already. Well, you better grab that key and be on your way.
Hey, that was easy. Oh, it's a trick, isn't it?
Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities.
You can't, if I hit the blue ones, I will get electrocuted. Which I am not demonstrating here. Well, never mind. I lied. I demonstrated it by accident. Me and Batman.
Leave the blue ones to me.
Yeah, that's it. That.
There's more where that came from, Batman. I built a highly efficient production line.
You're looking at him doing a new control for that.
All the danger of battle combined with all the fun of riddle solving. You can thank me after.
How about I think you like Patsy, I am not an idiot. Oh, yeah. People know me know I'm not that bad. Which characters are fast? You can't tell, fun fact, that is Kevin Conroy Batman.
You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Finesse as everyone.
Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse. He's going after my allies.
Ally? After this, I think we should dial it back to known associate for a while.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
So Joker dies, takes half the crime in Gotham with him, and I don't hear from you for months. What's that about?
I've been busy.
Look, I know you two were close, but you've got to get back out there. Meet new maniacs. You can't mourn him forever.
He left some loose ends behind. Selina, where were you last Friday, between midnight and 1 a.m.?
Giving blood. No, wait. Volunteering. Why?
There was a break-in at the Museum of Gotham. A valuable gemstone was stolen.
What? No. Who could do such a thing?
Just put it back.
Finish Eddie's test, Batman, so I can find him and show him my appreciation.
This is actually, that's actually
Head
DLC.
back out there, Batman. There's still 2 puzzle rooms to unlock. Look, if it was you stuck here and I happened to pass by one of Eddie's courses, I would definitely head inside. Look, I'd be doing those courses if it was you in here. Probably.
Okay, I'm going cat. So...
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
So, I will show you how to do these challenges. I guess in 89 that.
The hell are the soldiers still doing in there? Almost rooting for Batman to kick their ass. This is our city. Back up! It's a bat! Ha! Oh, he's sorry to...
This must be the entrance, but I need to secure the area first.
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective. And I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective. Ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water, like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home?
I have to leave since I have the wrong Batmobile for this one.
Aha! An admission of defeat! Come back whenever you want to reacquaint yourself with my superiority.
Never mind, we're just going to grab the races from my original save account and show you. Sorry guys, I can't do it. I realize, but I can't. Leave this for, and we're going to do the AR challenges since those are pretty much the run of the races, but they're like the last lap, so it doesn't matter. Oh crap, it's the same thing again. There we go. Okay. Ah crap again, I hit the new game mode, new game plus mode. No, if you complete the game and want to go back in, it says, congratulations, sir. Gotham's vigilante something has been tasked yet again. You should proud yourself in your achievement. The city will be forever in your debt. Even though technically you're dead. Okay, here we go. That will be it. We will grab, which one have we not done? What's theory? We'll do the Crushinator with the 89 Batmobile.
Simulation activated.
There we go. We'll just do this one again since this is not a hard one to do. So, here we go. Back to the main menu. This is easy. Okay. Undo the... I just showed 66, but... I guess I never showed off the 2016 Batman v Superman Batmobile. No, I got this one with 2 stars, so I probably should get this one with at least 3. Anything less than 2 would be embarrassing. Even though I have improved my record as this one. Oh, I made it in 3 seconds. That's not too bad.
Simulation activated.
Here. Do not get smashed by a giant. Don't try to do a stand on with America. That's very good. Why am I not going? I'm gonna show up the speed. Okay, I'm not gonna do very good on this. Still got within, I still got the 2 stars, so it doesn't matter. Back to the main menu. Next is the tumbler, and then we're done. I've showed off all the Batmobiles.
Simulation activated.
What he's doing right there was terrific. Why can't I control the green one? Since the green one was on a different mechanism, the green one did not give me the action skill. Only the right, the white and the red. I think it's funny if you get smacked by the red ones, you're nothing but you can't see the blood. Actually got challenged on this one, but I did it. Okay, done. Still didn't do very good, but that's fine. So that's how you do this with these Batmobiles. Oh crap. Never mind. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.